Hey guys, Czar here checking in with you, watching the Dow right now, 123 coming out of the twilight zone, having taken that break at lunchtime. I'm going to shift my zones down like this. You see these rejection wicks? Waiting for something to change here on potentially some range expansion. Who knows? We might get lucky. I'm talking in those terms because this market has been silly today as far as I'm concerned. I've been sitting it out. I had one trade today. Did not record it, but I sent out my trade executions from my brokerage platform to my group, which I do. Every now and then I don't have time to click record or whatever, and I'll just send my actual broker executions to my group. No one's ever asked me for that. It's just something I like to do. All right, here we go. So this is the Dow, guys. I'm going to show you the three sisters here. You can see I was showing my group the twilight zone, typical twilight zone behavior in through here. Starting at around 11:30, 11:45 right here. That's 11:50. This is all twilight zone, same, and continues to now. At this point, we should start getting some volume coming back in and usually some expansion. Not every day. Some days you get really great moves during lunch hour, but it's not typical. It's not something I would build a model on, put it that way. Dow breaking down, behaving the weakest of the three. Also happens to be down 67 basis points in the future session, whereas the S&P is only down 30, and the Nasdaq's actually up 52 basis points, so going the other way. This is a divergent market today, guys, and one of the reasons why I've been sitting out. Dropping down to the 15-minute chart here for a moment. Revising zones. Take a quick gander at the S&P. Messy. How about the Nasdaq? Cleaner, but going the other way. And that's fine, but I'm just not feeling it from the long side today unless something materially changes here. All right, for now, guys, I'm going to put you on pause, and I'll bring you back. And we're back, guys, watching the Dow. Moving down here a little bit. Let's take a look at the AES. Something similar. NASDAQ, something similar. Here's what I'm going to do. Flip over to the 30-minute chart. Add a zone for this session. Drop this one off. Watching. Watching. All of a sudden I'm getting interested in the NASDAQ here instead of the Dow. I'm just looking at the three sisters at the same time here, guys. Right here, right here, right here. This is the 10-minute. This is the 5. Bear with me here. Don't want to rush this decision. This is the Dow 30-minute. The Dow 15. The Dow 10. S&P. S&P is really messy today. NASDAQ is the cleanest. S&P below VWAP, Dow below VWAP, NAS above VWAP. I'm trying to decide whether to consider, if I'm going to consider a short, to short the strongest to come back in line, or to short the weakest for a steady and easy decline. It's actually a difficult decision today. It usually is not for me, quite frankly. So that tells me a little something here. All right. Shorting the weakest, guys. Sell stop limit below on the Dow. Shorting the weakest. It's the 30-minute chart. Just over on my own platform here, setting up my orders. Waiting for it now to flip, guys. As volume begins to come back in, it's nearly 1:40 p.m. after the twilight zone. Sell stop limit. Getting ready now for the flip. I keep sneezing and I have to mute the microphone. Hopefully I was able to do it. All right, live order here, guys. Live order, sell stop limit. Happens to be also at this wick right here. See that right there? I'll leave that there so you can see it. And getting ready. And I'm in, guys. I'm in. Short the Dow. And you will see that the NASDAQ is simultaneously trying to sell off a little bit here. There's the S&P doing the same thing. That's a big part of what I do here, guys, too, is to make sure that there's a consensus in the marketplace when I take these trades. That even though the NASDAQ has been very strong today, to see it also selling down is constructive and supportive of the trade idea. It's not continuing, which would be nice if it did. But this is the coin flip. risking 25 to make 25. It's a 1-to-1. On a sloppy day, I'm not going for the 60 pointers and targeting 128, 33,128. Just want to make sure my brackets are in the right place here. Here we go. First official trade of the day, guys. I did take one earlier today without videotaping it, so it was a nice 21-point winner on the Dow. But since I didn't video, this will be my first trade of the day. There wasn't enough time for that one, by the way. It was just a quick scalp. Again, 21 points on the Dow, and on a 33,000 point index. 21 points is not that much. It's the equivalent of 1 or 2 points on the S&P. All right, let me clean these lines up here a little bit. That was just to remind me that there was some noise over here, but there's also noise right here, and this will be the more important noise. In other words, the participants that were here earlier supporting this area are likely still here. And so what I'm counting on is having come back from the twilight zone or starting to come out of the twilight zone at 1:41 p.m. here, that there'll be enough new volume, new interest on the short side to bring these down. Now, if this was the only thing moving, I wouldn't even take this trade, but it's not, right? What I mean by that is that simultaneously we can see the NASDAQ, the strongest of the three, in a sequential wave downtrend, right? New low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, unfortunately now. It's after I entered, but this is a micro move. There is a slightly lower low on the S&P supporting this move down, as is the case on the Dow, right? So that's kind of what I'm counting on a little bit here. First official trade of the day. A 1-to-1. Risking 1 to make 1, risking 25 points to make 25 points. And with this fresh volume, this thing could sell off all the way down below. But we are down 250 points, 51 points already on the Dow. So we're just looking to get the most certain move here, and there's nothing certain about trading outcomes. I'm not looking for all of it. I'm not looking for the largest move. I'm looking for the most predictable move, if there was such a thing. A little bit in the green here. Now just being faithful, patient. Had to wait a long time for this trade. Now being a little bit supported by the NASDAQ. Here we go. Pushing down. Looking for that extra push here now. You think we can get it? Are we asking too much? I don't think so. Watching. Copy and paste. Here we are on the 2-minute chart. It's the actual entry there. Right there. One more push. Tightening my stop now to above here. You see it there? That wick right there. This is a zone break trade, guys, supported by a bearish daily that has broken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days price action. Broken 7 days price action and breaking support. No reason it has to continue, but for now, it's a bearish daily candle supported by a bearish 30-minute time frame breaking zone, and then of course the trend continuation here on the 2-minute chart. So multiple time frame confirmation or confluence, if you will. Which is very important to my trades. If you watch my videos, you'll see it over and over and over again. There's that buying up I was telling you about. Remember here, this group? So we're counting on some fresh volume coming in now. 146. Coming into 2 o'clock is when we get some participants coming back from lunch, figuratively and literally, and getting into the game here. And so that's what, again, what I'm counting on. I know I've repeated that a couple times, but I think it's important to understand the mindset behind what's going on. Oops, undo. I just moved that marker by mistake. One more push here, guys, and we can get this thing. First trade, not including the one I took. Patience now. Amateur trader would take profits now and run because they can't stand the idea of this being given back. I don't like that idea either. But this is a game of impulse control. And if you are constantly taking profits early, the math will not work in the long run. So even if this goes all the way back and takes me out either at break even or at a full loss, it won't be a full loss because I already tightened my stop, but in the long run, sticking with a reasonable, if not the original target, take profit target, is the only way to be profitable. In the moment, it's counterintuitive because you know you can just take an automatic win right now. I can take a win right now. I will have won the battle. But doing so will absolutely assure that you will lose the war. Patience. So very frustrating. Watching that go all the way back, of course. But staying with it. Risking 13 points. Copy and paste. That's the revised stop. I just want to make sure that it showed on my chart there. Sticking with this, guys. This looks like it might be a loser. First loss in quite a while. Had a really good win streak, and this would be one I'd be happy to take given that it's the right thing at the right time of the day. And sometimes coin lands on heads, sometimes it lands on tails. I always call heads. This one might be a tails. Be half an R, guys. Would be a 0.5 R loss, 13 points. Let's see. One more push and this will be a routine expense. Some call it a loss or a losing trade. This is just a routine expense, guys. Trading incurs losses, and that's one of them right there. 13 points, guys. Let me just double check that for you so you can see it very, very clearly. There it is, 13 points. And 0.5R, we started at 25 points. It was 1-to-1 if you remember. And so we'll take that business expense. Thanks for joining me, guys. We'll probably possibly come back later. Who knows? It's only 5-2 or 10-2. We'll likely have something else setting up here. Who knows, though? We might not. It's been a messy day. Thanks for your support. Click the like button if you don't mind. And we will talk soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.